Hello students. In the previous sessions, we have seen implementation of AND gate and OR gate using Macaulay-Pitts model. In today's session, we shall see the implementation of NOT gate using Macaulay-Pitts model. So as you all know that your NOT gate includes one input which is x1 and the output is y. So what does it indicate is when the input is 0, the output is equal to 1, that is a neuron will fire. When the input is 1, the output is 0. So this is the truth table for NOT gate. Now we will be considering the weight. Since there is only one input x1 and we have the output y, which is the negation of x1, we consider only one weight, that is your w1. So we consider inhibitory weight, which is negative, and excitatory weight, which is positive. So we will be having only two cases when the weight is excitatory. So we have got the input 0, we multiply when the weight is 1, which gives us the answer as 0, and we have got the input 1 when the weight is 1 and we get the answer as 1. So this is the first case where we have considered. Now when we consider the weight to be inhibitory, that is -1, what will happen in that case? 0 into -1, which is 0, 1 into -1, which is -1. Now as you all can see over here that in this case the neuron will fire when the input is 0. When the input is 1, the neuron will not fire. So here in this case, what is happening is we'll consider the first case or the first record. So here 0 is less than 1. So this case ideally doesn't satisfy. Whereas if you consider this case, 0 is greater than -1. So for this particular case, the condition gets satisfied. So here the value of theta, which is the threshold, is 0 for NOT gate. I repeat, the value of theta is equal to 0 for NOT gate. So if we want to write it mathematically, y is equal to f of y of in, which is your activation function, is equal to the neuron will not fire when your y of in is less than theta, which is 0, and it will fire when your y of in is greater than equal to your theta. Okay. So there is a small note mentioned over here for NOT gate implementation. If inhibitory weights are used, that is if negative weights are used, then the threshold theta should satisfy this relation. Okay, so we saw when we used excitatory weight, we were not getting the condition of satisfaction when whether a neuron will fire or not. But when we used an inhibitory weight, that is -1, the threshold satisfied the relation as well as the condition. And an important point to note over here is this is the condition for absolute inhibition. So, NOT gate implementation provides us the condition of absolute inhibition, that is theta greater than equal to NW minus P, where N is the number of inputs, W represents the number of excitatory weights, and P represents the number of inhibitory weights. We consider only the magnitude of the inhibitory weights and not the sign. I hope NOT gate implementation is clear to you. So when we need to create an MP model, Macaulay-Pitts model, we will have only one input, which is your x1, and we will be having one output, which is your y. And here in this case, we are considering our threshold to be 0, and the weight that we have considered is -1. Thank you.